theater group in New York. She's here in red costume. She will perform a short monologue play. The title is Bal Masque Japonais, Japanese Masquerade in English. This play was inspired by the novels written by Yukio Mishima, a prominent post-war Japanese writer. The short drama is based on Mishima's Confession of a Mask, Kamen no Kokohaku in Japanese, and the priest of Shiga Temple and his love, Shigadera Shoni no Koi in Japanese. So, Lucy Tripon.
Japan is a dream. I never set foot once in Japan. Pays du soleil levant, far beyond the ocean, Japan is a dream. A mirror of line and beauty, of pure land, of peace and hardship. Japan is a dream. I never set foot once in Japan. Maybe I never will. Who am I, Winnie? Do you know me? Le vent is so far from me, like old fading memories. Who knows what's real? Japan is a dream. Mishima talking, memories ringing. Japan toward me. I can reach you. I can hear your heart beating. Talk to me, Japan. Unveiling. For many years I claimed I could remember saying at the time of my own birth. Whenever I said so, the grown-up will laugh. At first. Then, wondering if they were not being tricked, they would look distastefully at the pallid face of that child-like child. Japan is a dream. Japan is a dream. pictures are talking. It was a reproduction of Guino Reni San Sebastian, which hang in the Palazzo Rosso in Genoa. A remarkably handsome youth was bound naked to a trunk of a tree. His crossed hands were raised high, and the tongue binding his wrist were tied to the tree. I guess he must be a depiction of Christian martyrdom. The youth's body showed no sign of missionary hardship or decrepitude that are to be found in the depiction of all the saints. Instead, there is only the springtime of youth, only light and beauty and pleasure is why much less nudity gleam in a background of dusk. His face is turned slightly upward, and his eyes are open, wide, gazing. With profound serenity upon the glory of heaven. Were it not for the arrow with a shaft deeply sunk into his left armpit and right side, he would seem more a Roman at least, wasting from fatigue, leaning against a dusky tree in a garden. The arrow of eaten into the tense, fragrant, useful flesh, and are about to consume his body from within flames of supreme agony. That day, the instant I looked upon the picture, my entire being trembled with some bargain. Japan is a dream. Japan is a dream. Pictures are living memories there is another early memory involving a picture book. The picture showed a knight mounted on a white horse, holding a sword aloft. The knight beautiful face peeps through the visor, and he brandishes sword handsomely in the blue sky, confronting either death or at least some hurtling object full of evil power. One day, my nurse happened to open the picture while I was stealing a quick sideways glance at it. She said, "Does little master know this picture story?" "No, I don't." "This looks like a man, but it's a woman." Honestly, her name was Jeanne d'Arc. The story that she went to war wearing men's clothes and saved the country. Woman, I felt as though I'd been non-flat. The person I had saw where he was a she. If this beautiful knight was a woman and not a man, what was there left? Japan is a dream. Japan is a dream. And now, behind the mask you're hiding, you can hide behind the banality of death. That's easy. But love and beauty are terrible force. This time you won't escape. Japon, réponds-moi. Japon, montre-toi. The great priest of the Shinga temple was a man of the most eminent virtue. His eyebrows were white, and it was that much that he could do to move his old bones as he hobbled on his stick from one side of the temple to another. In the eye of this learned ascetic, the world was a mere pile of rubbish. He had lived away from it for many years. A monk who had succeeded in abandoning the floating world for so long, must feel secure about his future. In his dreams, he lived nightly in the pure land, and when he awoke, he knew that to subsist in the present world was to be tied to a sad and evanescent dream. One spring evening, he left his cell leaning on his stick and walked down to the lake. It was the hour when dusky shadows slowly make their way into the bright light of the afternoon. There was not the slightest ripple to disturb the surface of the water. The priest stood by himself at the edge and began to perform the holy rite of water contemplation. At that moment, an ox carriage, clearly belonging to a person of high rank, came around the lake and stopped close to where the priest was standing. The owner was a court lady from the Kyogo district of the capital who held the exalted title of Great Imperial Concubine. Unwittingly, the priest glanced in her direction, and at once he was overwhelmed by her beauty. His eyes met hers, and as he did nothing to avert his gaze, she didn't take it upon herself to turn away. In the twinkling of an eye, the present world had wreaked its revenge upon the priest with terrible fall. What he had imagined to be completely safe had collapsed in ruins. Her woman beauty, he told himself, was nothing but a fleeting apparition, a temporary phenomenon composed of flesh that was soon to be destroyed. Yet, ineffable beauty now pressed on his heart. The man's flesh, he knew full well, could not alter so rapidly. Rather, he seemed to have been immersed pass into some swift, subtle poison which abruptly transmuted his in a fight that he had waged in his youth against the demons of the flesh, had made him sink as woman does man, carnal being, the real flesh was the flesh that existed in his imagination. Yet the face of the woman who had raised the carriage blind and gazed across the lake was too harmonious, too radiant to be designated as a mere object of flesh. And the priest didn't know what name to give it. That sin was nothing other than the present world. Japan is a dream. Japan is a dream. Masque terre lointaine. Japan is a dream just like my own self. For many years I claimed I could remember saying at the time of my own birth. Whenever I said so, the grown-up will laugh. No matter how they explain, no matter how they laugh me away, I could not but believe. I remember my own death.